Hello everybody, Chadley here, and we have the update to our White Death FL4K build. This is personally my favorite build that I think I've ever done in a Borderlands game. I enjoy it so much, and it just got so much better with the introduction to my new favorite Borderlands gun of all time, the Wedding Invitation. If you guys don't know what this is the new sniper from the Broken Hearts Day event going on right now. So if you guys consider coming back for this event, definitely do it just to get your hands on this gun. You don't even need an anointed version. This gun will wreck no matter what, and I'm so happy this gun exists now. But with this update, we're going to look at our 3 extra skill points we have and our updated guns, gears. And also, I do have a secondary option for you guys on skill trees this time. So starting off looking at our gear, it's going to be very similar to our previous version of White Death FL4K. We're going to have a stagecoach, as many pellets as you can get. And then, like I was just talking about, the Wedding Invitation. This is our main gun for the most part. This gun is way too much fun not to use. It destroys anything, even Wotan and other armored targets. It does not matter. This thing will wreck them. Then we also have a Nukem and a Scourge. Now I know both of these are still level 50. I will be updating the save file as I continue to grind out more level 53 gear, but I did just want to get this update out to you guys because this is the main upgrade to this build. This makes this build 5,000 times better. I can't stress how good this gun is and how much I love it. But then for our shield, we can either use the Transformer. This will give you the best survivability, especially in the Takedown. Then otherwise, the O.M is my other go-to. I don't use the rerouter too much. If you want to try just like straight one-shotting some bosses like Gigamind and Trant, put on the rerouter. Otherwise, I would use the Transformer or O.M. Those are usually my two go-tos. And then for our grenade, I do like its piss just because you can get that debuff on the enemies. I do have a bonus corrosive one. Obviously, if you guys can get all the elements of it, that works great as well. Also, another good grenade is the Power Siphon Transfusion Tracker, because if you guys are using amp shields, you can throw these and you will get your shield back quicker and deal more amp damage more often. So you guys have some choices there. For a class mod, I still really do like the Bounty Hunter, but like I said, if you guys are going for just like one-shots, because you can do it, I've one-shotted Trant with the Wedding Invitation, you guys can throw on a Deadeye. You are most likely going to want 5 and 2 Fang, and then obviously the passives around sniper, weapon damage, crit damage, stuff like that is usually your go-to for those. And then for our artifact, this is the only artifact I basically ever run on FL4K except for Gamma FL4K. It's a Snowdrift Auto Idol. The movement speed is critical for staying alive, especially during the Wotan fight. And then also the Auto Idol just for staying alive because FL4K needs as much health back as he can possibly get. I do have a level 53 version, so the Snowdrift goes up to 105%. So that is kind of cool. And also the Auto Idol goes up from 18 to 19%. Obviously, those are very, very minimal, and the passives on this 53 aren't worth it, so I am still sticking with my level 50 version. But let's go ahead and take a look at our skills. They're very similar to what we had. We're going to be using Megavore, 3 in Leave No Trace, 2 in Interplanetary Stalker, 5 in Hunter's Eye, so we can get that armor damage and critical hit damage on humans. The armor damage was for robots, by the way. And then 3 into Head Count, 5 into 2 Fang, 3 Big Game, 3 Most Dangerous Game, 1 Galactic Shadow, and 1 Megavore, because this is basically his best skill. Megavore is incredibly good, especially with this gun. And then for our pet, we're using the Spider Ant Scorcher because even though the Wedding Invitation is a Jacob sniper, shoots fire, ricochets cryo, the elemental damage bonus from the Scorcher is much more than the Gunslinger Jabber's crit hit, so that's why we're using that. And then, almost the same skill tree as we had before, 5 in Furious Attack, 5 in Eager to Impress. This is because basically the only gun where head count and Megavore stuff like that works very well with is the Stagecoach. Otherwise, with the Wedding Invitation, Nukem, and Scourge, it's a little tougher to get fadeaway back. So using this, you guys will be able to get fadeaway back as fast as possible, no matter what gun you are using. And then we're going to use all my BFFs to keep our pet alive. One, and lick the wounds so it can keep us alive if we go down. Turn tail and run, 3 points into there, 3 points fast and furious, 3 points hidden machine, and 1 point rage and recover. Now, onto those 3 extra skill points that we have earned from getting to level 53. We're going to put that into Persistence Hunter. 1, it gives us a little bit more gun damage, and 2, even though 3-shot fadeaway obviously lasts way longer than Grills in the Mist, having this 45% extra action skill duration is really nice because sometimes enemies crit spots, you can't really see them and you're going to have to work around that. So just having more time in fadeaway to line up that crit is very beneficial in my opinion, especially for our other options with putting these 3 points into. So that's why I think Persistence Hunter is our best bet. And also it gives you guys the option, in case for whatever reason you want to, you can put on Grills in the Mist and get the most duration out of it, but I really wouldn't do that. And then also I should mention our augments for fadeaway that we're using is Until You Are Dead, so we keep that health regen and movement speed once we're out of fadeaway. And then also Unblinking Eye, because we can get some insane money shots here with Flak. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, your last shot of fadeaway will activate all of your action skill and bonus elements and all those anointments. So that last shot of fadeaway, you'll still get that increased 200% fadeaway crit damage. And then if it's on the same target, you'll have the Unblinking Eye on it. And then you will get all of your action skill and anointments procced, and it's just a ton of damage. So that is why Unblinking Eye really excels here. Now, like I said, I do have another option for you guys. This is going to be completely up to you what you want to do. Both of them have strengths and weaknesses, and I will tell you each of them. But right now, basically, this second option I have for you guys is going down the blue tree. So with the blue tree, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to use 3 in Persistence Hunter. I just used 1 in each of the 2 pet ones here. This is just to get us down to the next one. These aren't useful to us at all. But then we're going to do 5 into Frenzy. 1 to He Bites, because the ricochets off your pet can proc Frenzy. So it's super easy to stack up Frenzy with that. And then 4, Who Rescued Who. This is going to keep your pet alive super well, especially with the amount of damage we're going to be doing with the Wedding Invitation. Then we're going to move down to Barbaric Yacht. This is going to help our pet bonuses. And then 3 into Pack Tactics for more damage and more health. And then 1 point into Shared Spirit for 50% more damage. And then our pet, we're going to be using the Great Horned Skag if it wants to hover over it. There we go. We're going to have 15% extra damage and 30% extra gun damage. So this is a huge reason why the blue tree becomes very strong. And then we'll have 1 point left at that point. You can put it into Mutated Defenses, but I like to just put 1 into Furious Attack. It's going to end up getting us 4% extra gun damage at max stacks, which is super easy to do because all of the ricochets from Wedding Invitation stack Furious Attack. So if you get a 2-fang shot, you can get a lot of Furious Attack in just 1 bullet, especially if your action skill and bonus elements are up. You can basically get this to max in 2 shots. So that is really cool. But unfortunately, since we're not using the green tree, we have just the base fadeaway with this. So from my testing, going down this blue tree will get you basically right on par with using the green tree. But that green tree that I'm comparing it to is while you're standing still and are above half health, which is going to take advantage of Turn Tail and Run and Fast and Furious. Otherwise, if you are moving, the damage is going to drop slightly lower than the blue. And then if we are below half health, obviously that's going to drop even more. So in theory, the green damage can output more damage than blue tree. But doing that more consistently is where the blue tree shines. So if you guys want consistency, I would go blue tree. But you also lose out on some survivability because obviously we're not going to have lick the wound. So if you go down, it's completely on you to get back up. And then we're going to miss out on all the health regen from like Turn Tail and Run and until you're dead, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. This is why I am offering it to you guys as an option. Another thing to note is this, like I was talking about earlier, Unblinking Eye makes a crazy last fadeaway shot with this build, especially the sniper. So I did just want to offer those two options to you guys. You guys can play with these two skill trees, see which one you like best. I usually end up rocking green tree just because with the wedding invitation, you can actually knock yourself from the ricochets, which is kind of unfortunate. So if you do that on like the last enemy in an area, you're kind of screwed if you're going down the blue tree. Otherwise, your pet can pick you up. And then overall, you do get more damage if you play it correctly. So that is why I do still prefer the green tree, but the blue tree is a very consistent and very good option. All right, so let me just show you guys how this build actually works out. You guys know the Stagecoach, Nukem, all that stuff. You guys have seen that. So I will be mainly using the wedding invitation. One, because it's really good. Two, it's my favorite. So we'll just go ahead and go through the takedown right now. I'm going to skip the true takedown. I'm not going to lie though, this sniper destroys on the true takedown. It's very, very satisfying. So if you guys want to do the true takedown, you easily can, especially using the sniper. But just to note, I am using the green tree version of this build. So just keep that in mind. I also do have my Guardian ranks on. I assume most of you are going to keep your Guardian ranks on. But I do play with my Guardian ranks off pretty often, and this sniper still destroys even without those on. So don't worry about whatever options. This gun will get it done. So we'll just take out all of our guards. You definitely need to hit your crits though with this gun. It definitely excels. It is a sniper. But luckily we do have Megavore to bail us out from time to time. Otherwise this thing just murks everybody you look at. So it's really easy to miss, but you can shoot this sniper in full auto, and we'll do that here on the Kraken. Sometimes the hit detection with this gun is a little wonky in my experience, but it doesn't even matter. When this gun hits something, the thing just dies, whatever it is. But we'll just go ahead and drop down to our Valkyries here. Once they drop in, we'll aim for their crit spots and make them go immune here. Just like that. So right here, I just killed myself with the wedding invitation. It's pretty common, and our pet was able to revive us. So that is one reason I really do like the green tree over the blue tree. So a thing to note with this gun is you can shoot through Wotan shield like one layer. So took out that one, and then we'll back up and take out that side. So this gun is incredibly useful for anything. You saw right there how much damage that did. We lost our action skill and stuff, unfortunately. But if we were able to do that a little quicker, you can basically one-shot the two halves, especially if you're in fadeaway when they start splitting. But yeah, it's really easy with this gun. It's a lot of fun. You can easily take out all of our legs and stuff like that. So yeah, this build is seriously my favorite build in this game. The sniper is all I've ever wanted from Borderlands, so I seriously feel like a little kid on Christmas with this gun. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we just got a fire redistributor with bonus shock. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, guys, that's basically how easy the takedown is and this game is in general with this build and the sniper. All of these guns are useful. It's more than just the sniper. Obviously, my initial intention with this White Death Flak build was a sniper build. So that is why I personally use this gun the most. I have the most fun using it. But you guys, I promise you, all four of these guns are incredibly viable for whatever you're doing, as long as you're using them correctly in their intended purposes. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys also enjoyed the two choices. It was incredibly tough for me to pick which one I liked better. I've spent hours going back and forth trying to see which one I liked better. So hopefully you guys are able to find one that fits your play style and something you like. So definitely try those two out. give them both solid chances because they're both really good regardless. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up on it to let me know. It really helps me out. If you guys want to see more Borderlands content, we're going to be updating a bunch of builds to update them to our level 53 stuff here in the coming week or two. So definitely subscribe if you guys want to see those updated builds and just in general more Borderlands content. If you guys want to catch me on Twitch, we've been live probably 5-6 days a week. Go ahead and go over to twitch.tv/Chadley99. We've been having a really good time over there. We're actually getting fairly close to Twitch partner. So if you guys really want to help me out and get me to Twitch partner, definitely go check that out. I will appreciate that so much. You have no idea. But thank you guys very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.